come what may, I'm headed down the right path. I feel so brave, my head held high and I'm showing class. Dreams ignited, every day I truly give my best. I'm thriving excitedly to be the very best version of myself. I'm so bold and I'm so brilliant. I feel amazing, I feel so resilient. I'm so bold and I'm so brilliant. I feel so amazing, I feel so resilient.
Thank you for tuning in to the Chundria Show. I'm your host, Chundria Brownlow. I'm most excited to feature 2 short films written, produced, and directed by me. First, we'll check out Kindred Spirits, starring Julie Hurt and Blake Fowler. Then we'll check out Better Left Unsaid, starring Ronnie Hudson II, Angela Roberts, and Sharissa O'Connor. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Joshua, you're so quiet.
I prefer Josh. So, how long have you been a licensed therapist?
Nearly 20 years. It feels like forever.
Interesting career choice.
Let's talk about you. What brings you to therapy?
I guess I'm on a quest of self-reflection these days.
That's understandable, and I'm glad you're on this quest to find clarity in your life. What is your main focus at this time? Why now?
That's a loaded question. I've been moving in space for the past 20 years with no return. Lately, I've had these terrible nightmares where I'm racing towards something I can't find or see.
Oh. How long have you had these nightmares? And what do they mean to you?
I've had them for the past few months now, and sometimes they're hard to wake from. I'm stuck in this nightmare, trying to find where I belong.
So a sense of belonging is essential to you. Do you have a support system to help you navigate through life?
My brother Bobby, well, adopted brother.
Well, he's still your brother, adopted or not. Family isn't only created by blood.
That's what they say.
Who says that?
People with perfect lives, with 2-parent households, like on TV, with home-cooked meals and love.
Was any of that part of your childhood? Josh?
Dr. Walsh, you're the professional psychotherapist. You should be able to...
Don't think of me as a therapist. Think of me as an ally. And this is a safe space for you to discuss. What words would you use to describe your childhood?
Worrisome. Lonely.
Those are some emotion-evoking words. How else would you describe your childhood?
Motherless.
And where was your mother?
My biological mother was too busy drinking and smoking drugs to raise me. She never cared for me.
I'm sure she cared for you, but parenting can be challenging. What do you remember about her?
Nothing. She never came to see me. She just gave me away, and I was raised by another family.
So how do you know that she was gone then? Who told you?
I had my ways.
I see. The impact of an absent mother can often lead to aggressive behavior. Has this been your experience?
I fought and hurt people. And yes, I've been aggressive.
Have there been consequences to your actions?
I've been to juvie for assault, then robbery for survival, battery to anyone who got in the way. I ruined my life.
And who did you assault, Josh?
My loved him and hated him.
Why did you hate him?
He had everything I never did. Good grades, friends, mom's attention.
I see. And where is Bobby now?
Bobby's in Virginia with his own little perfect family.
That's the second time you mentioned being perfect. No one is perfect, Josh. What does perfection signify for you?
By perfect, I mean normal, uncomplicated.
So was Bobby perfect or normal?
Well, he was closer than I ever could be. He was a good person and popular. And one day, I just punched him in the face.
What prompted you to hurt your brother?
He told me I was lucky. I didn't have mom pressuring me to attend a top university. I never felt lucky.
Why weren't you pressured to go to college?
I never got good grades like Bobby. All anyone would talk about was his potential, Bobby's scholarships to law school, his big game. Meanwhile, everyone in the family saw me as damaged goods. So when he said I was lucky, I snapped. I punched him and kicked him over and over until mom called the police and dad physically threw me out of the house.
Again, I'm so sorry that you experienced so much. Was the situation ever resolved?
No, I broke Bobby's nose and arm. I was kicked out of the house, and they pressed charges against me. Me. Mom wouldn't look at me. Dad told me to never show my face again. But Bobby, he forgave me. He told me he understood.
Well, that's a positive, right? Did you feel guilty for hurting Bobby?
Of course I felt guilty, especially when he offered to help me after juvie. He knew I had nowhere to go.
Well, you must have gone somewhere. I mean, you survived all these years.
I've been homeless, in a shelter, on the streets, and lost with no stable relationships except for with Bobby. He's the only one who ever gave a damn about me. No one in the family knew this, but he gave me a prepaid cell phone to call him whenever I needed food and money.
So Bobby continued to look after you.
He's never sane. He started it, and he knows that. But I was banned from the house after the fight, so he felt sorry for me.
Was Bobby trying to keep the peace between you and your parents?
He said he respected their wishes. But when mom got sick with cancer, he finally let me come to the house to see her.
How did it feel seeing her after so many years?
It was awful. She cried uncontrollably, apologized repeatedly. Bobby stood guard at the doorway while I sat at the foot of the bed. And she told me everything.
What did she reveal?
Where I came from, that whole stupid adoption story, how my mother was drunk, high, and locked in a holding cell for leaving me at home with drug paraphernalia around. I was just 5 years old, sent to Child Protective Services, left alone by this appalling person who couldn't put me first. You know the type. Drugged out, uneducated, bad choice in men, terrible life choices. She finally told me about my secrets. She finally told me about you.
Josh.
All I had were little clues from public information. Evictions, bankruptcy, court documents.
Listen.
No! I couldn't find anything on Lizzie Clark. You're a hard woman to catch up with the name change to Walsh. I thought, maybe you died of a drug overdose. And if I'm being honest, I kind of wish you had.
You don't understand. I had no one, no family. I was completely alone. I'm not that person anymore.
Damn right you are. Shoplifting, criminal trespassing, disorderly conduct. I guess you are my mother. We are just a pair of kindred spirits, aren't we? Same blood and same drive for self-destruction.
That's not my story anymore, and it doesn't have to be yours.
An admirable attempt at a motivational speech. You are just a few decades too late.
Josh, I'm trying to talk to you.
I can't believe you aren't some cracked out, worthless shell of a mother. You get yourself cleaned up, get married to a cardiologist. Did he repair your heart somehow? Does my little sister Grace know what you put me through?
It was a hard time in my life. It's been difficult to tell Grace or anybody about my past mistakes.
Well, tell me how hard it is for you, Dr. Walsh. It's funny how someone like you could go from having such a hard time to collecting degrees like baseball cards, BS in psychology, masters in clinical psychology.
Please let me explain fully.
No, I waited a long time to look you in the eyes, fancy doctor, published author. I see your good life, your prestigious awards and family vacations, charity events to benefit disenfranchised youths. The irony! I bet you would have loved Bobby as your son.
Josh, I just want you to understand me too.
A licensed therapist with a dark past, helping patients figure out theirs. You want to know why I came to therapy? Why now? To ask you about my life, Lizzie Clark.
You are my son. I love you. I named you Oliver Clark after my father. And when the system took you away, I didn't know where to go or where to find you. You have your grandfather's eyes. You are right, though. My life was dreadful, and I endangered the life of my son. And with a criminal record, no judge was ever going to give you back to me. I had no money for a good attorney, and I had no idea what I was supposed to do.
You are a mother! You are supposed to look for me until you find me, no matter how long it takes!
Believe me, it wasn't that easy! Your name changed, and when I got married, my name changed too. I did start over, but it was not to abandon you. It was to survive and fight my way out of the worst situation possible. The system kept us apart. And all I could do was hope that you had a good life, a life that I couldn't give you.
The good life? This is a waste of time.
It is not. Please, I'm sorry that I wasn't able to support you and I wasn't there to raise and to love you. You have been in my heart all these years. Please stay. I want to get to know my son. May I call you Oliver?
Good morning, love. I'm sorry about the work alarm. I didn't think to turn it off last night.
It's okay. I wasn't asleep.
You tossed and turned all night.
You got enough sleep for the both of us.
How do you feel? Any pain?
I still feel pain.
Well, maybe some aspirin can help. I'll get you some water.
Nate, I'm not supposed to take any aspirin. I might bleed more.
Well, not with the ibuprofen, which is what Dr. Morris recommended. Or We can try a heating pad.
We don't even have a heating pad.
I can buy a heating pad, Valerie.
No, I should be fine in a couple days.
Okay, love, just say the word. What can I do? What do you need?
I don't need anything.
You haven't eaten since lunch yesterday. You gotta put something on your stomach. Ooh, I read online that toast, raisins, and yogurt are good foods after the procedure. I got that ready for you downstairs in the kitchen. You wanna get up and come stretch your legs and sit at the table?
Nate, I don't want to eat, I don't want to drink, and I don't want to talk. I just want to be left alone, please.
Okay. Fine. I just want to make sure you're doing well.
I'm as good as it gets.
Maybe a back massage can help you relax.
Nate, you don't have to hover over me. I will tell you what I need and when I need it.
Listen, I know how hard this is. It's the last thing we ever expected. But we will get through this together. So take all the time you need to rest and heal, and we'll try again. And we'll keep trying. We will have our family.
I'm sorry. I just need some space. I need to be alone, please.
Yeah, I can do that. I'll be right out here if you need me. Hey, what's up, Joy?
Hey, Nate.
Wait a minute, you got here fast. You must have been flying down that highway.
Well, you know I get on that foot like mama.
Yeah, I see. Let me get that bag for you.
Thanks for calling me, Nate. How's my girl?
She's been resting nonstop and refuses to eat.
And how you holding up, Nate?
I don't know. I just don't get it. We did everything right. Vitamins, healthy food, exercise, 12-week checkup, good.
Maternal care is an ongoing issue. Miscarriages happen to so many women, especially black women. Just know you two did nothing wrong. I promise you.
I mean, we went from good to her being crouched down, bleeding in the bathroom. And she knew. She said it. I tried to tell her that she was wrong and that the baby would be okay, but I just thought we were fine after we passed the first trimester. At least that's what the doctor said. I'm trying to be strong here, but she's taking it hard. She's shut down. I don't think she slept at all last night. I'm trying to give her time to process everything, but I'm just glad you made the drive. I didn't tell her you were coming.
You know, she'll come around. You know, she that independent girl boss. She just needs time to process. Loss is hard for everyone. And sometimes it's just okay to feel. Although this situation is challenging, it'll bring you two closer together. It's okay to not understand, but it'll happen in God's perfect timing. You believe that, right?
How is it you always so happy and positive all the time? And you just see the good in every situation and everybody?
Well, you better get used to being sick of me, okay, brother-in-law? Because that's what sisters are for.
Well, come on. She asked me to give her some space, but maybe you can help cheer her up.
Knock, knock.
Joy, what are you doing in my house? You did not have to drive all this way.
Look, a 4-hour drive is not going to keep me away from my sister.
And you drove overnight. That's what video calls are for.
I'm going to let you pass with all that mean and bossiness. But I won't ask you how you're doing because I already know. Trust me, it's the most emotional pain ever.
Wait, Joy, did you experience a miscarriage? You never told me that.
I suffered in silence. Don't be like me.
I'm gonna go get that heating pad. I'm gonna give you two some space.
That was tense.
He kept hovering over me. I had to ask him to give me some space.
I know you're hurting, Val, but Nate is too.
I know, Nate. He really wants to be a father. He told me that on our first date. My body failed me.
You nor your body failed you. Hello? Nate said you didn't have an appetite?
Oh my gosh, he did research. He went online and found out that raisins, toast, and yogurt would be good for me for breakfast.
You did not let Nate do research. Well, we're gonna go to Primo's and get some fruit smoothies, and you're gonna get something to eat.
I don't want smoothies. I don't want to get out and about. I just want to stay in bed all day. What is with you two?
Okay, I won't push you.
So let's replay this Black history. When did you suffer a miscarriage?
My first year in college, and I was so sad and depressed. I messed around and failed all my classes. But back to you wanting to stay in the same house, you acting up there.
I am not acting up. Oh my gosh. So, did having AJ help you forget about the miscarriage?
No, you don't forget, but it makes it a little easier having a little person to care for. And I can't wait for you to have that too. I want to be Auntie Joy.
Nate says we should try again, but I'm scared to risk it. What if I can't carry a baby full term?
What if you can? Don't assume.
What if this breaks us?
You make sure it doesn't. And if all else fails, get yourself a proxy.
Joy, wait, what? A proxy?
You a licensed educator and don't know what the word proxy means? Simply stated, you get yourself a kind, adapted, disease-free man with strong swimmers.
I am not gonna cheat on Nate to have a baby.
Fertility is such a stressful subject. I'm not saying cheat on Nate. Oh, what about your work husband, Thomas? You know, the one that's worked with you in the hall?
Thomas is not my work husband.
He is! Oh, you can go back to your boo from 2012, Julian. He'll be happy to get your call.
I don't want to go back and date Julian from any year.
Look, don't count Julian out of this project.
Oh my gosh. Julian has done his fair share of populating this green earth. Hard pass, and I heard he's got like 7 kids now.
Ooh, 7 kids? Oh, you know it's good. I'm trying to get you to keep everything you want in this life. The husband, the baby, the teaching career, and the beautiful house. Your family photo shoots, trips to Disney, and your Christmas pajamas.
I do love Disney and Christmas.
I know, and so do your neighbors. So you do the sex.
Oh my gosh.
Once during ovulation and never look back.
No, not the sex. You are playing too much. Get your purse and just go.
I'm serious. Nate will never know.
Yeah, but I'll know.
I forgot my keys, but I heard a lot in a short time.
Nate, calm down. We were just joking.
No, not calm. Joy, you need to get up out my house.
Wait, Nate. Please, don't overreact. Joy, can you wait in the living room and give us a minute to talk?
Oh, it's talk time?
Nate, I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
Joy, miss me with all that. You need to roll out my house.
Joy, please.
Look, Val, I'm gonna get a hotel room and I'll call you later, okay?
Joy, don't go.
Joy, don't go. You let her say something so vile and tell her not to go?
Joy, just wait in the living room, please. I'm sorry you heard that.
Your sister is out of line. I just never thought she'd be so disrespectful to me. And to hear you two just laughing it up makes it even worse.
You're right, I shouldn't have laughed. We're just joking around. You know how she is. Sorry.
Don't front for me, I heard you.
You know how Joy is.
You were actually considering this.
Look, she was just joking. I'm not some gullible person who's just gonna do what she says. She was joking.
We just lost a baby less than 24 hours ago, Valerie. This is not time for jokes. This is not funny. We're hurt. At least I am. That's your sister. You two are close, and I've always accepted that. But I would explode if any family member of mine ever suggested I step a toe outside of our marriage. Joking or not. Have sex with a proxy or with Thomas from your job. Nate'll never know. Good old stupid Nate.
I don't think you're stupid. I never have. I would never cheat on you. I love you. You know this.
I don't know what I know. Some things are better left unsaid.
Better Left Unsaid was such an important story to write about Black maternal health. It's a story surrounding the impact of miscarriage, and writing the script and creating the characters Valerie, Nate, and Joy was an amazing experience. The cast, crew, and I grabbed some tasty snacks on a Saturday, and we spent the afternoon bringing this story to life. The cast, crew, and I grabbed some tasty snacks on a Saturday, and we spent the afternoon bringing this story to life. Better Left Unsaid is big on relationships and how in the face of crisis they can change. And we see those changes between Nate and his sister-in-law Joy, and also with his wife Valerie. It's definitely an emotional film to make you have all the feels, smiles and laughs included. You can also find me behind the camera for Kindred Spirits with another emotional storyline, this time navigating the confidential relationship between a psychotherapist and her patient. I remember writing the dynamics of how change would be fostered for these two characters, and time on set with the cast and crew made for an incredible time in downtown Chicago with Dr. Wash and Josh. Well, I hope that you enjoyed the two short film presentations, Kindred Spirits and Better Left Unsaid. And of course, you can always visit me online at www.thechundriashow.com. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Come with me, I'm headed down the right path. I feel so brave, my head held high and I'm showing class. Dreams ignited, every day I truly give my best. I'm thriving excitedly to be the very best version of myself. I'm so bold and I'm so brilliant.